Welcome back to Curated Confessions, where we drink wine and talk design. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm Hillary Smith,
And I'm Brittany Pelche, Como.
and we are the owners and designers of Britt Hill Interiors in Prairieville, Louisiana. And we are going to talk to y'all about our week and clients and what we have in the works.
Yeah, this week we did a fun install for a home office. This was a project we worked on years ago that put the whole design together and the client wanted to wait a while, so we're just circling back and um yeah, had the install and it went really well. Came out better than I imagined, which is always a plus.
Yeah. I thought it was
Um
supposed to come out how you had in your mind.
no, it's supposed to come out better.
Okay, cool.
I got my exercise and did an
Oh, yeah.
install all in one day because there was many, 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 many steps I
Many
forgot
steps.
about.
I love
But
a good cardio
yeah,
install.
and then up and down the ladder,
Yep.
accessorizing
Oh, yeah.
bookshelves and, little cleaning.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
They
it was
had
good.
deer. How do you feel about deer?
I like them in the certain application.
Yep.
In this application, it was a masculine, kind of a
Moody.
moody,
Yep.
vibe. He's a hunter, of course, in true Louisiana
Yep.
fashion. We had a deer head and we had skull what do you
I
is
think
it
they're skull
skulls?
mounts. I
I
think
don't
that's
know
what they
what you
call
call
them. Probably
oh,
should know that.
horns with a skull
Yeah.
on a mount, many of those. But I kinda like mixing in our funky accessories
Yeah.
with those things, and it creates a whole vibe, and he had some really cool accessories I integrated in and some old books, and we painted the room first and got a really pretty deep, like, gray-green color,
Mhm.
and we got inspiration from a rug that the homeowner really loved, and it had some different shades of green in it, so we kinda pulled that as an accent color. Yeah, can't wait to show you the progress footage of that and the
Absolutely. We're
after
making some
picture.
reels
Um,
and TikToks, whatever we do with our
yeah,
social media team.
I
I
got
don't
a
know those things.
good compliment after. The wife does a lot of Zoom calls and has to go into the office and basically on what's the other one? Not Zoom. Anyway, conference calls.
I don't know.
What do
Me
people use?
technology.
I don't know. Um, but now
Skype? Is that still a
yeah,
thing?
maybe I don't
I feel like that's older than Zoom.
maybe it's Zoom. So anyways, now she can Zoom from her home office and they think she's at a fancy office downtown or something.
Absolutely. Which is actually a great point. We were talking about that, and people always focus on, creating spaces in their main living or where, um, family not family, like, visitors come and you
Yeah,
want your
kitchen, living
you
room,
want your
dining room.
main living to be well put together, and this is a space that they use every day. Or maybe you go to the office because you don't work well in your main every time I stay at home and I'm always trying to do laundry, and then I see
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a mess in the
everything.
kitchen, I'm like, "Let me do the dishes instead," and then I'm like, "I don't feel like I was that productive," so I have to go to the office. They have a designated space that is well decorated, that has doors, and so now you want to work there, and you'll actually be productive, and you'll stay the 8 hours in your office
Yeah.
because it's well put together.
And it's nice because it's kind of it's a smaller space, but we created a sitting area that has
Mhm.
a small sectional because they wanted a space to get away and kind of have a separate area where they could put a TV where when the kids and their friends are in the living room, they have like an adult area where they could drink a glass of wine, watch TV, and unwind in the afternoon. So office by day, adult area by night.
Or even if you're, like, perusing on your phone or and your spouse is still working, it's
Yeah.
still, like, fun to curl up on a sofa while they're still at the desk, and so you're still together, but,
Yeah.
not, but still in the same space. You still feel more connected.
So
But
hopefully they enjoy their new space.
but speaking of having a completed room that is great for productivity and feeling good vibes while you're in there, we had another client that, we did their bedroom,
Mm.
and she just wanted it to be pretty, just so it could be pretty, but we, put all the pieces together and finished it all up, and she walked in and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea that coming home from a hard day She's a doctor, a lot of stress, obviously, life, death situations. Coming home, my stress just melts away as soon as I get in the space. It's such a calming environment. I had no idea that a good designed room would be so necessary for my mental health, and
Yeah.
I think that is important and something that people don't really talk about with interior design. It's more so just pretty
Yeah.
or functional, but which I mean, mental health is obviously an important function, but that a space really can help your mental health.
I think some people don't realize it if they're just, they need to clean the house and they have stuff everywhere. They don't realize how it affects
Mhm.
their mood and their productivity and their just way of, yeah, daily life and chores, especially when you have kids and pets. And I can imagine having a well designed space where everything is has a place, um, functions for your family. So if you are have a large family, you have a seating area that you can gather as a
All
family and
together.
carry on traditions, and that is also good for your them.
Absolutely. We say all of this while we're sitting in a room that is very well put together over here and
Not.
sort of chaotic over there. We'll get to that later. If you see another squirrel moment, it's probably because I'm over here looking at some Christmas decorations.
Fabrics we have to pick up and bolts we have to put together and
Design is chaos. It really
yes.
is. You have to make a mess before you can make it pretty. We do have I don't know, is it Zoom now? I don't know what to call it. Now I feel like I'm 100 years old, but we
A
have a
video conference call?
there we go. Ooh, we're professional. Um, we had another client that was 3 years ago. We did their design and life happened and they disappeared and we thought that either they went on without us or they didn't do it, but they called us and they're ready to do their remodel, and so they're a few hours away from us, and so we're gonna have a video conference with them, and I was sitting there going, "Whose office are we gonna choose?"
Neither.
So we'll do that in our showroom.
Yes,
That is the good thing about having a showroom. If we're ever overstimulated, we could just go sit in a different room in the
mhm.
space.
It's very put together
Yeah,
and yeah, because if you've seen our as we're getting a project together, pulling samples or it's chaos.
everything.
We pull everything
We
because
wanna see every option before we
that's
select.
how
Yeah,
see what works best together. So there's definitely a lot of chaos in what we do before it gets to the final pretty part, like an install we
yeah.
had this week. So it's a lot of different steps and phases to it. So yes, we definitely will not be doing a call in either of our offices that are have many,
Crazy.
many projects being put together right now and things everywhere. Uh,
Absolutely. So, well, that's a remodel. What else do we have? You did go to a new
oh
construction
yes,
client.
that was very exciting and
Yes,
oh,
which was a referral, I think, from a family member. So
thank you.
much appreciated. Also, any referral from anybody is much appreciated.
Yes, that's
Just
really
know
how
that.
we most of our clients are referrals or repeat clients, which is awesome, and we're very grateful for that, for sure.
Absolutely. It was a beautiful home,
Very modern and
very intriguing. It was very up
yes.
Brittany's alley. She was very excited when she came back and was telling me about it. We did send all the paperwork and the retainer to get started, and we're still waiting to hear back from them.
Yeah, I
Which,
kinda got those, like, first date
yeah,
butterflies, and I'm like, "Are
are
they
they
gonna
gonna
pick
call
me?"
us? I hope so. I am very excited. I already have, like, 1,000 ideas, and so
All the questions I was asking and things I was rattling off were, all the feedback I got basically from the consultation was very up my alley. I
I'm
mean,
sure
I can design anything that's not up my alley, but when it is, it's just that much funner.
absolutely, and it's like you already are working on it in your head even though it's
Yes,
not like yet.
definitely. They were really cool, like, masculine, um, kinda 40s vibe bar that
Oh,
they wanna
yeah, yeah,
do
yeah.
with
Mhm.
just, like, really thick, like, velvet drapery and,
Mm,
tile paneled, like, ceiling and I don't intricate
I know. Now
carpet.
I'm like, "We need to stop this so we can go talk about that." I'm like, "Wait, what? Can we just spend the whole podcast on that?
But
Because
the rest of the house is more of,
I
like,
love a good
clean
speakeasy,
line.
which I guess that's more 20s, but we're
No, but that's
splitting
kinda
hairs at
still,
the same
yeah,
time.
what they
Yeah.
were wanting. So, yes, I hope They call us. I
Yes.
kinda wanna check my phone.
It's like, should we send them a text? I don't know. Is that being
Yeah.
too too
It
forward?
really is like, you go on the first date and you're like, "Do I call? Are they gonna call? What's too long? Do I wait or do I
Maybe they didn't get the
maybe
email.
yeah,
Should we circle back
I
on
don't
that?
know. Did they get my text? Are they thinking about me like I'm thinking about them? I don't know.
I bet they
It
are.
happens to us all the time. I feel
I
like
mean,
Vince Vaughn right now.
I will say some of my, like, most meaningful relationships are clients, so I guess that it does start out this way, and
Yeah.
then you actually build these, like, great relationships. I mean, it is what it is. I just
Yes.
don't know if people really think that we sit at home wondering if you're gonna call us or if you like us.
I don't think they do.
Oh, is that weird?
We are thinking about you and your project every minute of the day.
Well, I mean, I think about mine a lot. We had a another client that you've worked with for years, but
Oh,
she's a good one.
favorites.
Yeah, they're all our favorites, but we do have a few that are like favorites.
It's just different when they just, like, trust you to the fullest and, like, "I know it'll be beautiful, just do what you do." Like,
I love that.
love it.
Oh, we had another one say that yesterday. It
Oh,
melted my heart.
it
Um,
really does. It's been a
it
good
really
week.
it's been a busy week.
Yeah.
Um, Probably as y'all can tell with my brain flipping around like crazy, but outdoor space
Yes.
to spruce
It's
that up.
time.
Yes, it is time.
It's not summer yet, but it's time for us to start
If you want
doing the
it for
design.
summer,
Yeah.
it's time. Fun space, big wraparound porch that
Mhm.
just has a lot of cool little nooks.
Nooks and
Yeah. And
conversation spaces and
yes, rocking chairs with a beautiful view, the whole thing.
yes, they have a huge lake and it's on a beautiful farm, and so we have a whole vibe,
Mm,
and the house is really cool, remodeled, and we did that inside of the house in multiple phases, and now we had did a little bit on the outside, but not much because they did so much inside, so they kind of took furniture they had at their primary house and took extra furniture they had, and it's kind of a more of a hodgepodge of different chairs,
mhm,
so she wants to have more of a cohesive look and have actually pillows and colors that are kinda seasonal, so
mhm.
have kind of a spring, summer vibe and then something that she can use in the winter months because they go here as a family a lot, so it should be fun.
Which brings me to my whole I've been having so we already know that we've been talking about my pillow line, so
Yeah.
I love a good pillow, and I love things that are not your traditional, but I mean, they're outside, so we have to be mindful of outdoor pillows. For some reason, we were like, we feel like it she does have orange accents on the inside, and
Yeah.
so we decided that we wanted to do orange on the outside, which I don't know if y'all know this, but orange outdoor pillows are very hard to come by.
Yes, fabrics, trims, it's that fine line of, like, is it red? Is
Red
it
or
orange? We don't want
coral,
red.
what are we doing? So, I started pulling some fabric so we could have a jumping off spot, and orange was a little more difficult. So then we started talking about maybe doing some embroidery on
Because we
some
have the perfect orange thread.
yes, so that we could do that, which of course I was like, it's an outdoor pillow. Palm trees is what your norm. And Brittany was like, well, it's on a farm, so we need like a cow head. And I'm like, okay, how am I
Or like a
going?
fish, I don't know.
How am I going to make a outdoor pillow that's for a farm, but it's at a pool? How do we make this work? So if y'all have any suggestions on what y'all think, I'm like, I want to hear this. But we were like, Brittany brought up fish because they do have a lake, and I was like, "Okay, well, I'm trying this new technique." Here I go with my ADHD.
Can't be like a tropical fish,
No, it's a lake fish.
lake
I'm
fish.
pulling literally pulling images of lake fishes that I'm, like, finding my favorite fish, and then some that have orange in them.
Mhm.
Or do you put it on a solid orange fabric and make a green fish, which would also be cool,
'Cause
so
I have
that
to imagine there's, like I'm not I don't know anything about fish
yeah, mhm.
except for, like, tuna and salmon, 'cause I eat them. Not that I know what they really
I
look
don't think
like.
those aren't lake fish.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Lake fish, I can't imagine they're very colorful, right? Are they
Oh,
more
there's some. I mean, they're
greens
definitely
and
not like deep sea fish,
yeah,
but there's some pretty
yeah.
fish. They have more what the small amount of research that I've done. They're more greens though and pink speckles and
Yeah.
things like that, that sort.
I think I need to go fishing.
Yeah, I loved like deep sea. I have an uncle that
I don't know, any kind. I
out
used
of Grand
to
Isle. We should go get on his charter. He's like a captain. He like
yeah, that would be
yeah.
fun. When I was little, my papa had that one of those, like a tackle box with all
Yeah.
the bait, all the
Mhm.
little they
That's what
felt
fishermen's
like
have. Mhm.
jelly
Mhm.
what's that called?
Don't put me on the spot. Now I'm gonna be
Um,
embarrassed.
those
Um,
little
you're oh no, I just had a stroke.
those things you put in the tackle box that catch the fish that they wanna eat it. Those things, those were like my toys. I would go play with them. I found it so
Yeah,
interesting. I have my favorites, and I would play with them instead of my toys when I go to their house,
yeah.
but I never went fishing with
Never
them.
went fishing. I went fishing with my cousins. They had those. They told me not to stand near them when they were casting their rod. I definitely did, and I
Yeah,
got
you could get hooked.
the tri hooks in the cheek and then the throat, so
Mm,
that happened. I did go deep sea fishing in Hawaii,
I wanna do that.
and I caught a blue marlin, which is
That's
like
amazing. How the heck you got that in
I
the
know.
boat?
Well, I mean, it's like PETA watching 'cause a
Oh.
bat and a men is how you get that in a
A
boat.
bat?
A club. We I think
Oh,
this went south.
mm,
I mean, that's they, yeah. It's a it
interesting.
can hurt you. You have to take it out.
That's sad.
You just hung deer in someone's office.
I didn't kill it.
I technically did not either. I did reel it in though, a good 45 minutes. And then I spent the entire trip sore because I
I
was
bet.
not in shape for that.
It was like I remember seeing a picture, it was like as tall as you, huh?
It was 180 pounds. It's
Yeah.
definitely my height, taller by the time you do tip to tail, but
Yeah, that's intense.
it was, but I wanna do it again. Pretty much everybody was like, "That's not like a first trip type of fish, you kinda ruined it for
See, I
yourself."
think that would be more exciting than, like, I don't know, my husband's dad fishes, like, all the time, and
Like in a boat, like on
yeah,
a
I'm like,
lake.
that just seems so
It's peaceful,
yeah, it's peaceful, I guess. I
but you have
just
to leave, like, early in the morning.
yeah, I
That's not
can't.
peaceful.
I'd have to go, like, camp out in the boat overnight just to be there early
And get
enough in
eat
the
up with
morning.
mosquitoes if you're around here, like, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, I don't think it's for me.
Yeah.
I'm more of a maybe, like, on the dock in a lake.
We went, spearfishing? No, bow fishing for gar off the
Oh.
dock. That was crazy. I did not do well.
Have you been frogging?
Not, like, actively frogging, I
Mm,
just sat there and watched,
yeah.
but I was not jumping off a boat or
No.
trying to get a frog, no.
I was in a boat one time, had that experience. Like, I was not dipping my hand up in that water to get crocodiles
I mean,
or
I ate the frogs
alligators,
afterwards,
but
not
that
yeah,
wasn't for me either. I haven't been back to do that.
doesn't sound like an interior design.
No, sorry. So about your pillows,
No, I love it, actually, I was like, "I could talk about this more." I think I have more to say about frogs, which then I started think
so lake fish.
was it frogs that she wanted a gift about? Because then I started thinking about we
No, it
have a
was
client it
turtles.
was turtles. I keep saying frogs. Then I was like, "Coulda made her a frog pillow."
Any creature you want, Hillary will whip that up in a pillow with a bead
I
and a
mean,
tassel.
I s I
Mm,
so it is very much what I do. I obsess over something. I have probably 100 hours invested in the last, like, 2 weeks about I'm going to be proficient at this, and then I'll do a few, and then
mm,
gap.
like this beautiful monogramming
Oh,
station
hush.
behind you.
It still works. It's still there. I I had an idea for that too. I want to put the 2 of them together.
Yes, it's gonna be
I
fabulous.
want to embroider and then hand bead
Yeah,
also. I have a lot of cool ideas, but I one that I saw was like she made a beetle out of all of these beautiful gold beads, and I'm like, "Does anybody want a beetle on a pillow?" But I think I do.
sounds cool. I might want, like, a butterfly.
I mean, that sounds so you though.
Yeah,
That's typical. I want something eccentric, I
yeah,
guess. Is a beetle eccentric? I don't know. I feel like we see beetles in design.
definitely,
What else can I put? Obviously, an alligator.
obviously.
Well, I'm gonna figure out how to make a what is it? Carp, trout,
I like redfish.
perch.
Is that even a lake fish? I don't know.
We got back on fish, and I'm telling you, I don't know that much about
Just pick the pretty ones.
no, all the ones I know are, like, clown, like, all
The pretty
saltwater.
ones, yeah, I
Yeah,
know, that's why I was she would appreciate that too.
but that's not the vi I am gonna do a whole beach house pillow line because I
Yeah,
have this jellyfish with little tentacles and stuff
and you could do the
that
clownfish for that one.
yeah,
That was
all
my
of that,
favorite.
that's gonna be, which we started talking about Finding Nemo the other day, so
Mhm.
apparently and then it's in my head, so
Do Dory.
no, I'm gonna do Darla with her teeth and her braces. But I am yes,
I feel
Dory,
like
the whole
that's
thing.
us right now. Just keep swimming.
Uh,
Just keep swimming.
every day of my life. I think I said it the other day while I was
Oh,
cleaning. Just keep vacuuming.
yeah, just keep ticking. Just keep ticking. Don't mind us.
Yeah.
A little bit delirious right now.
It was a long week, fun, but fat. It wasn't even long, that's what's
Yeah.
crazy. I don't feel like it is. This will air on Wednesday, so we forget, but yeah, we're gonna figure that out too, how to do that.
Yeah.
For now, just go with
It's
us.
Friday today. Oh
But
boy.
what else? So what's up what do we have next week?
Next week. Well, in true fashion of things, we had a whole everything was like to a T scheduled. We had an install that
Mm.
had a lot of different factors, and I had to coordinate a lot of different installers for it. We have most of the furnishings and waiting on one sofa, and it showed that it was supposed to arrive today. Well, now it shows the day after the install is
Mhm,
scheduled,
mhm.
after I've scheduled our many installers and hangers and subs and coordinated. So the hardware for the drapery is there before the hanger gets there to install the drapes and so on and so forth. Needless to say, it never fails as like the most prepared that we feel, something always derails the plan. So
Well,
pivot.
the transportation companies,
Yes, I'm gonna need all of you
right?
transporters to have that tracking device like one of ours does, where we can see your
Mhm.
little truck and where it
Yep,
is and when it's gonna get to us.
love that thing. It's like
Ah,
Domino's pizza.
yeah, we have one that's like, it says it's gonna be there on the 11th and it gets here on the 26th. I'm like, what kind of tracking is that?
That one got lost. Kinda
It's so
tracking.
frustrating. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet. I'm just gonna pray this weekend that they update their system and it gets here Monday.
Not how that works, but
Yeah.
yes, that's what she's gonna do.
Mhm.
They were gonna install without the sofa, which is unfortunate,
Very
but
unfortunate.
we have, like, 8 more shipments next week, so I need their stuff out of our warehouse.
That's the other
That's just
thing.
how that's gonna
Logistics.
work.
Hillary's like, "No, you're making that delivery."
I'm gonna need you to get their stuff out of my warehouse, thank you.
Which we finally got, thanks to our newest
Mhm.
great assistant. Christmas is getting put back in our shipping container.
So it's out of our
M
warehouse. I
little
was
more
like,
we have like a 2,000 square foot warehouse. This much space between inventory and tile and client,
Rentals,
rentals,
all the
client
things.
merchandise, and it fills
ADHD
up
is
fast.
really a problem, I'm starting to see. But, so we have that installed. We also have 1 more week before our another client's big presentation that I think we've touched on in the previous I know, she's avoiding the conversation, so I'm actually doing it right now so that she has to have it. So next week is gonna be a lot of research and on antiques and once again, logistics. That one's gonna be a lot of logistics.
A lot.
So that's
And
where
that is Hillary's
Brittany's
department.
explode. I'm like, "Could you please sit down and talk to me about this?" She
Uh,
has yet to want to, but, I know she's got them in her head, so we're gonna
yeah, just
put
gotta
that down on paper
mhm.
so that we can
Monday.
yes, Monday. It's gonna be fun. That I'm just super excited about.
Yes, that is gonna be an amazing project.
Yep, and so I, once again, just love the research part of things, so I'm interested to get into that, and which, like we said, we've been thinking about it and dreaming about it, but it's gonna be the actual
This is one of those clients that we think about kind of the craziest, most unique, um, design that would most people would be like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." But we dream it up and they're like, "Yeah, I think this could be really
Yeah.
cool." And we're like, "Alright, let's do it."
I mean, I think for every project, we want something that pushes the boundaries
Yeah.
because what is the point of hiring a designer? Yes, we can make a beautiful room. Some people are just like, I hate decorating or I hate even think shopping. I hate all like I'm just some people just have it in their head they're not good at it and just don't want to touch it. And that's fair. Some people come to a designer because they want
Wanna
it
push the
they
boundary,
wanna push the boundaries, but
but
I
don't know
think
how.
some of them are like, "Okay, you pushed it too far, like, come back a little." And, I mean, some of my favorite, compliments, I did a new construction home, and I'll never forget her mom coming in the door going, "This looks just like my daughter, but she would never have picked any of
Yeah.
this." And that is, like I think I just got goosebumps again. I'm like, something about it just made me think, I am so happy that your mom just knows you, and so
Yeah.
she was like, "This is my daughter, like, this is what the space she should live in, even though I know she would never have picked these finishes or picked this stuff," and so I, I mean, that's the goal, we push the boundaries, but we also don't wanna terrify people, and
Right.
so they run away like, "I don't want this stuff," and
And
this
we want it
client
to
is like,
still
"Show me the craziest thing that you have," and I'm like, "Yes, I'm here for it."
and we want it to still look like you
Correct.
and be your personality, but amplified.
Yes. And, we wanted to if you said in the meeting and didn't say, I mean, that's different, then we would say, okay, well, I don't think we pushed far enough. If you're like,
Yeah.
I love everything, that's great, let's go. I mean, we love that meeting and we love that feeling. But I also want, sometimes I'm like, I want to have to convince them to
Yeah.
buy that piece. Like, no, either it's expensive or it's just, I mean, no one in Prairieville would have, but that's the point. Please do,
Yeah.
definitely do it then.
And we're not like a lot of times we'll do everything just, you know, I'm not gonna say a traditional, but a typical kind of sofa
Traditional
with
in the
this fabric,
yeah.
but like it is important to have a piece in your space that is like a conversations piece, is whether it be like inspiration that we've started from, that's something really unique, or a piece of artwork that is just quirky and your every room needs just like something that says wow.
That's, like, some of my favorite pieces in my home are pieces that people walk up and they're like, "I mean, how do you have a sword?" And I'm like, "Oh, got
Yeah.
that on my honeymoon. It was so fun trying to ship that back, like,
Yeah.
that's fun. TSA loves that." We actually shipped it too. But we did talk to somebody and they're like, "Well, we took ours on a plane. Don't do
Oh
that."
my
And I'm like, "That's
gosh.
crazy." But I, like, made little plaques next to my items so that it looks like a museum, like, Santorini or in 2015 or one, to help me remember
Yeah.
because it is so hard to remember where you got something from but also it's just fun that like, I'll walk in my own living room and somebody will be staying, like, looking up, like, reading, and, like, they're like and then there's pictures or whatever that go with it, and they're like, "Okay, so y'all went what else did y'all do?" And it's just such an easy way to, like, have a conversation about
Yeah.
something that you enjoy or you see every day that you're just also just makes me smile because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, I remember that," or just a fun little but bringing that into your space and having little quirky things that
Yeah.
no one's that's different, is just a fun way to show your personality without having to
I ordered that beautiful coffee table with that I don't even know, is it like it's not onyx,
I thought it was Cristallo, is it
it
not?
might be cristallo, like a I think it says calcite or something on
Oh,
the website, but anyways, it's a white, beautiful
mhm,
stone coffee table, but it just needed a little something extra. So I put LED tape lighting underneath it,
mm,
and now it lights up.
yeah, doing the most. I went
So
in her
people
house and I
come
was
in,
like,
they're like, "Oh my
"I d"
gosh, your coffee table lights." Yes, it does now.
I watched and then I was like, "I don't think that's how that came." She's like, "It's not." "Okay."
I should send that to the manufacturer and be like, "Level up."
"No, we are"
I know we already pay enough for it.
I'm like,
Jeez.
"No, we can take care of that ourselves." But I do like to that's the other thing when you're buying but we have clients that buy pieces, a wardrobe that was and they're like, "But we want you to paint it." And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"You want me to paint this brand new piece of furniture?" Oh my gosh, I was sweating the whole time. That was stressful, but
Was that the one you did the ombre you're talking
mhm.
about?
Yeah, so I'm like but, I mean, I also love to put a little of myself in
Yeah.
the design. I
We
also
couldn't find one that was quite right, exactly
yes.
what they wanted and the right dimensions, so
And
we
they were
made
like,
it.
"We trust you, paint it." And I'm like, "Oh, goodness." I had fun while I did it. Well, besides the sweating and the
Yeah.
cussing
It
and
came
the
out beautiful.
I had fun when she said she liked it. But yeah, that's, I think finding pieces, that are different to make a statement, make your room just not the same as anyone else. I mean, just like you
Yeah.
said, so you bought this piece. Well, once again, nobody has that piece
Mm-mm.
because you just made it different. And
That's a
honestly, it wasn't even an expensive upgrade. I'm pretty sure
not at
you,
all, very cheap,
yeah,
inexpensive, should I say.
tabby. That word's tabby.
And which is kind of what we do for we want pieces to feel custom and unique, but we know not everything can be custom in a room. So we try to make it to where we can take a average sofa or a chair or something and customize it just by putting a maybe a custom pillow on it
Hmm.
or adding a little band to the bottom or just make it to where no one else has what you have.
Small details that
Yeah.
don't break the bank, but still make it
Right.
feel more personalized or more your style.
So
Definitely.
that was this past week in a nutshell.
Yes. And what we'll be spending most of next week doing.
Yes.
Me definitely doing a lot of research, a lot of computer time, but
I won't sleep much next week between now and then.
no, I haven't got much of that either this last week, but that's okay.
It's definitely okay. I'm all for it.
This is when we do our best when we're exhausted, I guess. Having all the projects that,
What else can we pile on, you know?
yeah, honest, always more. It's funny that you can always figure out how to do more. We just thought we were busy before.
I know a client calls and they're like, "Oh, I have this small project," after I've just, like, done my schedule for the
Hmm.
past, for the upcoming weeks. I'm like, "Sure, I can take it on." And Hillary's like, "When are you planning on doing this?"
I mean, I
We make
just
it happen.
like to make you think
Mhm.
about the logistics. My favorite word around here. Logistically
Yeah.
speaking, how is that gonna work? And sometimes I'm like, "All right, that's just on you. You're gonna have to figure that out on your own. Okay,
And
bye."
most of the time I do. Sometimes I'm like, "Help me."
I'm like, "Well, now I have an ulcer, so I have to go." Well, yeah, so what else? That is pretty much next, so next week's podcast, what do you think? We are gonna
Oh,
we have exciting news.
news for next week's podcast.
Yes, some
Oh,
events that
yeah.
will be, um attending, and hopefully we get good news from that. We are going to take y'all along on this house that we're doing all our research for.
Yep. And hopefully we hear back from our
First date,
first date client.
yes. Hopefully I have a sample made of this new
Fish.
pastime fish that I'm going to be working on that I'm going to be that's my mental health distraction. Honestly, I asked my husband, I was like, "Can I start another hobby?" And he was like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Well, I want more Legos, but they're big and expensive. So I need something that's small and I can make money on." And so he said it was a great idea. I'm sure to make send me on my way. But hopefully I'm going to have a sample for that. So we'll see how that turns out. If I'm crying next time, it's because it's not.
Yeah. We hope you've been enjoying our little journey, and we are going to get into more, I don't know, design faux pas, do's, don'ts, rules,
All the
breaking the
things.
rules in some upcoming podcasts. But for now, join us. What do they call it? Subscribe, like,
Hit the
subscribe.
bell. I don't know.
I
They
don't
make
know.
all those gestures at the
Yeah.
end of it. Do all those things. There's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
YouTube,
Oh, that. The podcast, YouTube,
Apple.
Apple, Spotify. um, our
We'll put all
store. I
the
mean, feel
links.
free to see us in person. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
thing, I
We had
think,
somebody
still.
stop by today
I
that
know,
hadn't
that's
been
so
in.
cute.
I hadn't seen her in forever, and so it was good to catch up. Thanks for coming in.
Yes.
And yeah, she was it's like, definitely coming here for my next. I got to get a wedding gift
Ooh.
coming up, so I'm gonna have you put that together and wrap it for
I
me.
mean, if
And
she needs it personalized, I know how to monogram.
exactly, she might. So, anyways, yeah, thanks. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Yes. Cheers.